After missing the state playoffs entirely last season, this team brought in a new head coach. And with most of the defense returning, they have high hopes. Welcome to Where in North Jersey is Rich Barton, Preseason Edition. Today we're at Paramus Catholic visiting the football team. Last year they went 3-6, finishing last in the Big North United Division and missing out on the state playoffs. Today we'll talk to Paladins' new head coach Dan Sabella and defensive standouts Drew Singleton and Corey Bowles about the upcoming season. Paramus Catholic finished 3-6 last year and missed out on the state playoffs. They lose defensive tackle Rashan Gary to graduation, who was the National Defensive Player of the Year and now playing at the University of Michigan. With senior linebacker Drew Singleton and lineman Corey Bowles, the Paladins have two of the top defensive players in the state this season.
You start with Haji Lopez, who's our strong safety, who's going to be a 3-year starter, who's a tremendous football player, who sometimes gets overshadowed a little bit by those guys. And then we've got a bunch of other guys. You know, Tyler Whipper's going to play defensive end. Jordan Watson's going to play defensive end. Samaj Everett, who missed last year because of an injury. Kion Fitzpatrick. So these are all names who hopefully you'll be familiar with by by the middle of September here. But and our secondary, we have a lot of experience and a lot of talent in our front seven, really our front eight, but our secondary is gonna have to step up. It's a new year, it's a new start, and I think there's a sense of urgency as far as the senior class who definitely saw a group of seniors before them leave with a real bad taste in their mouth, and they want to avoid doing the same thing. So we feel like it's like I said, new day, new opportunity.
You know, it was definitely crushing to me that, you know, a lot of my older friends got to end their senior season like that. Felt bad for them. I felt bad that, you know, I couldn't help them get the ring that everybody wanted. But, you know, my whole team, and so we're all using that as motivation. We all got a chip on our shoulders. And, you know, last year left a bad taste in our mouth. So, you know, this year we're going to get right back at it. We're always hungry, you know what I mean? Since I was young, PC's always been an underdog. The PC just started getting talked about now in about 2011. So, you know what I mean? So we're always been considered the underdogs, and we always had that underdog hustle mentality. So we're just going to keep the same mentality that we've been keeping, and we're going to go get after it this year.
I'm very confident. I'm way confident in the team this year than last year. You know, a lot of the guys this year, the difference between last year and this year, the guys are want to be coached this year. You know, last year we had a lot of egos on our team. This year is totally different. You know, I feel like we're better, we're tougher, and we're more physical. And, you know, just being mentally tough too. That's played a big part in this year's team as well.
It all starts up front. When you talk about offensive football, it starts with your guys up front. And we're going to have, you know, 4 seniors up on that offensive line, guys who are battle-tested, guys who have played a lot of football, and we feel like some pretty good-sized kids. So Pete Nestowitz, Jackson Mitchell, Ronan Guerra, Gerald Crowley, those guys have played a lot of football here. We have another kid, Zion Hughes, who's taking reps as well, who's a junior. So we feel like we should be able to run the football and protect the quarterback this year, which is big. As far as our skill guys, we got tailbacks, Elijah Jackson, Jonathan Clark, who again both have played a good amount of varsity football, and we got some speed out on the outside. We got a couple kids competing at quarterback right now. Again, 3 seniors, so, you know, it's a work in progress.
Paramus Catholic opens its season at the Big House at the University of Michigan, facing St. Francis Academy of Maryland.
It's going to be a great experience, you know. I'm glad that our team just got a big venue like that. I want to thank Michigan for allowing us to play in their stadium. And, you know, we're just all thankful for it. It's going to be a great time, and we're going to get after it and come out with a W.
You have to have your mind right for that, and you have to be mature and really keep your composure and, like you said, focus on the task at hand. At the end of the day, it's going to be an 11-on-11 football game on a regulation football field. So we want the kids to enjoy it. We want them to be excited about it, but at the same time, you know, you got one shot at something like that. So you want to make sure you play your A game and represent yourselves at your best. So that's what we're working towards.
They then have 2 tough games later in the month when they face Bergen Catholic and St. Peter's Prep, before back-to-back road games against Don Bosco Prep and St. Joe's in October.
Tough schedule, you know. Actually, I think we're voted for one of the toughest leagues in the country in high school football. So, you know, like you said, week in and week out, you got to come. You can't take anyone lightly because, you know, one week you do very good and take lightly the next team and you get blown out the water.
After further review, with a stacked defense returning, if the offense can emerge, this is going to be a team to watch this year. I think they're going to go 6-3 and finish in the middle of the pack in the Big North United Division. I also believe they will win a first-round state playoff game before losing to Don Bosco Prep in the non-public Group 4 semifinals. Well, that wraps things up here at Paramus Catholic. Log on to NorthJerseySports.com and find out where I'll be next.
You